Shalom. Shalom and welcome. This is Man's Final Steps, a continuing series to those who would be of the 144,000 in multitude mentioned in Revelation 7th and 14th chapter. My name is Symmanayah, and today is December 13th, 2013. This is the 25th segment of Man's Final Steps, this series. This particular segment is entitled No Rewind Buttons. No Rewind Buttons. Let me begin by sharing some things with you, my brothers and sisters. Dealing with Noah. I just want to read one verse, but this is during Noah's time. And it came to be after 7 days that the waters of the flood were on the earth. We know as a result of that, man died. Those who were not in the earth, living creatures died. Lot. Genesis 19:24 reads, And Yahuwah rained sulfur and fire on Shalum and Amorah for Yahuwah from Yahuwah out of the heavens. And here is a passage of scripture where the man's name is not mentioned in scripture. So allow me to read Numbers 15:32-36. And while the children of Yasharah was in the wilderness, they found a man gathering sticks on the Sabbath. And those who found him gathering sticks brought him to Moshe and to Aaron and to all the congregation, and they put him in under guard, because it had been declared what should be done to him. It had not been declared what should be done to him. 15:35, And Yahuwah said to Moshe, The man shall certainly be put to death, all the congregation stoning him with stones outside the camp. And all the congregation brought him outside the camp, and they stoned him with stones as Yahuwah commanded Moshe, and he died. A man whose name we do not know. Something else happened during Moshe's time. Among many other things, there was a time in Numbers 26th chapter, verse 10. And just this one verse, it reads, And the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them up together with Korah, when that company died, when the fire consumed 250 men, and they became a sign. 26th chapter of Numbers is a time when we read when the earth swallowed those who fought against what the Most High was doing. We also read about those who were consumed, 250 men that were consumed by fire. And then there's also the incident of Uzzah I like to share. 2 Samuel chapter 6 verse 7. And the wrath of Yahuwah burned against Uzzah, and the Elohim smote him there for the fault, and he died there by the ark of Elohim. My brothers and sisters, there are many instances in times past when man was rebellious and faced death. So we will witness during end times. Yes, as the Almighty Father, He will prove that these examples that happened in days of old are not the last. End times predict the death of billions of people. Yes, billions. Currently, the population of the planet is roughly a little over 7.2 billion people. If you do the math regarding what is written in Revelation 6:8 and 9:15, take under consideration the fallout from famine, drought, pestilence, and disease, and you will discover scriptures are referencing billions, yes, billions, being destroyed, killed, those who will face death. There are no rewind buttons in life. Choose wisely each step you make. Make wise decision in speech and as well as in every action. It will be wise, very smart, not to take for granted the living words from the Spirit of Yahushua. Pray without ceasing, my brothers. It would be wise not to take for granted the many mercies and favors that we experience and receive from the Father. Most of all, I strongly encourage each of us to seek to grow in discernment and understanding on what must be done, that we act and respond with precision as the Spirit of Yahushua guides and instructs us, whether it be directly through His Spirit or through one of His chosen in or called leaders. But respond as He commands. let us be able to discern righteous instructions. If we look at this example of the scriptures that I presented, each of these individuals, whether during the days of old or whether they be individuals who soon to come, will have loved ones, family and friends, possibly colleagues and more, who will miss them dearly. Yes, there are many of us, our heart will ache. It will go out to those who are destroyed, who are killed. Each individual who faced death at the hand of the Almighty Father Yahuwah will bring pain to someone or others who cared about them. There have and will be times where those who survive probably have and will ponder on what occurred and wish they could have done something to prevent that loved one from being a victim of the wrath of the Most High. In other words, yes, my brothers and sisters, there will be many who will reflect and say, what could I have done to help that person? Maybe to prevent them from facing death. Nevertheless, my brothers and sisters, not making light of such, these things will happen. Colossians 3:6 reads, because of these, the wrath of Elohim is coming upon the sons of disobedience. My brothers and sisters, I will venture to say that those who became examples at the hand of the Almighty Father's wrath wish that they could have discovered and could discover a rewind button. Again, no rewind buttons exist. Things are getting ready to become very intense, my brothers and sisters. More intense than we've ever witnessed or could imagine. These are end times, the last days. A message to those who would think I am trying to promote fear or who would label me as a fearmonger. Remember these verses. Deuteronomy 10:20 reads, fear Yahuwah, your Elohim. Serve him and cling to him and swear by his name. Proverbs 10:27 reads, the fear of Yahuwah prolonged days, but the years of the wrong ones are shortened. Proverbs 14:26, in the fear of Yahuwah is strong trust, and his children have a place of refuge. Ecclesiastes 12:13 reads, let us hear the conclusion of the entire matter. Fear Elohim and guard his commands, for this applies to all mankind. Be careful, my brothers and sisters. Do not be one who will cling to 2 Timothy 1:7, which reads, for Elohim has not given us the spirit of cowardice or fear, but the power of love and of self-control. Do not think by grabbing this text, this letter, it will excuse unbelief and rebellion. It will excuse failure to establish a ready mind to obey. Many have died with the wrong perception and by leaning on to the letter in our text without giving regards to and obeying the living voice of the Most High Father, Yahuwah. We will, during these refining and perfecting times, grow to realize the importance of how critical things will be. We will come to witness the demands and respond with precision. The coming end times, my brothers and sisters, yes, we will be structured, and the Most High will guide us into compliance where we will be obedient. We will learn to listen and respond to the voice of the Spirit of Yahushua and obey. And we will participate in the fulfillment of the rise of 144,000 from the 12, representing the 12 tribes of Yasharal, as well as the multitude, some of which we will come to know, those whom will come out of the great tribulation. Pray and watch, my brothers and sisters. End times are here and humbling events will occur. There will be famine, drought, pestilence, and disease. Yes, we will be perfected, humbled, and taken and guided to a safe place. Those whom which the Father has chosen and designated to participate in Scripture fulfillment regarding these matters. Pray and watch, my brothers and sisters. Until next time, remember, there are no rewind buttons. Choose wisely. Man's final steps will continue. Until next time, stay tuned. Shalom, shalom, shalom.